Hi everyone, it's Ardith, and today I'm excited to be part of Picket Fence Studios' first birthday celebration. All month long they're celebrating with lots of fabulous guest designers and giveaways. Leave a comment below before May 24th, 2019 for a chance to win a $100 gift certificate to their shop. And then be sure to head to my blog before Monday, because I have a limited time discount code to share there. The link to my blog post is below in the video description. I created a fun one-layer birthday card using Bear Family and Cupcake Love, and this one's just as fun on the inside as it is on the outside. I started with a 5.5 by 8.5 inch piece of 110-pound Neenah Solar White cardstock, a normal A2 card base size, but I didn't score it. I stamped a row of cupcakes along the base of the front and back by first using a pencil and ruler to draw a straight line about a 1/2 inch from the bottom. The Cupcake Love set comes with many different cupcake bases and icing tops that you can mix and match. I measured the height of my cupcake base and then stamped my icing first before using a mask so that I could stamp the base along the bottom. The pencil line helped me with spacing the icing along the base of the card. Then I flipped the panel over and repeated the whole process before using the mask over the icing so that I could stamp the cupcake base. There's a lot of cupcakes on this card, and using all the different cupcakes and bases that come in the set would have added a lot of interest, but I saved time by doing repeat stamping and not changing the stamp. Next, I was ready to stamp the bears, so I needed to mask all the cupcakes at the same time. Using the one cupcake base and icing saved me some mask making time too, because I was able to cut 4 at once, using some sticky notes. Since I needed 8 masks, I stamped the images twice and then cut them out with my sharp scissors. I positioned the panel in my original size MISTI with one edge hanging out before I positioned the big bear stamp over the row of cupcakes. I closed the MISTI door and inked it up with Copic-friendly ink. Then I grabbed some 2-inch Post-it tape so that I could create a mask just of the edge of the group of bears, so that I could stamp the image again to make it look like a bigger group. I cleaned and dried the mouse pad in my MISTI. I needed both sides of this panel to be clean, with no smudges. I repositioned my panel so that I could stamp the bears on the other edge, and it only took me a minute to realize that I had actually created the mask for the wrong edge. So I quickly created another one and cut it out before I stamped the group. And when I removed the masks, the fun party scene emerged. I repeated the stamping on the other side of the panel in exactly the same way. Next, I grabbed the Happy Birthday sentiment from Cupcake Love and I stamped it at the top of one side. I stamped it right in the middle where the crease will be, so this is now the inside of the card. To make the sentiment more appropriate for this card, I took the bear portion of one of the sentiments included in Bear Family and I stamped it with red ink underneath the BIR in birthday, and then I used a black marker to cross it out. Altering sentiments is a really fun and easy way to customize your cards and get more out of your stamp sets. To quickly add a bit of color, I blended light blue ink at the top of both sides of the card, using a large life-changing blender brush. This brush easily adds a soft blend that fades out towards the bears, so I didn't need to mask them. And then came all the coloring. I used a dark red marker that matched the red ink in the sentiment to create a kind of table or base for the cupcakes. Even though this cardstock is 110 pounds and quite heavy, Copic markers tend to bleed through, so I tried to match colors on both sides as best I could. The red was the darkest color I used, but I knew it would match up pretty well with the red on the other side of the panel. After that, I tried to use very light colors with a light hand so that I wouldn't saturate the cardstock. I know, it's different than what we usually do, isn't it? And I also didn't do any shading or blending. I just tried to get decent one-coat coverage. For the bears, I used various shades of gray and light brown, trying to space them out across the grouping for good visual balance. Once I had one side done, I flipped it over, and wherever I saw any little bleed through, I colored those bears, and where there was no bleed through, I left those ones white by using my palest gray marker. Of course, I could have avoided this whole issue by using a different color medium, like colored pencils, but I'm less comfortable with them and it would have taken me much longer to do all this coloring. Once I finally had all the coloring done, I added a little cutout flag from the cupcake glove set. I had stamped it right on the card, but I didn't get a good impression, and this popped up bit of color adds a bit more interest and a tiny sentiment to the front of my card. Next, I used my score pal to score the card base, and you can get a good look at how fun this continuous card is. As a finishing touch, I used a Nuvo glitter marker in graphite along the stripes of the cupcake sleeves, inside and out, to add a bit of sparkle. I want to wish Picket Fence Studios a very happy first birthday, and also a very big thank you for inviting me to participate in their festivities. Remember to comment below for a chance to win a $100 gift certificate, and go to my blog for a limited time discount code. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up below, and subscribe for even more inspiration. Product links are below, and also on my blog. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.